Now it's time for America's Talking with headlines from across the country. You can find in the description below or in your inbox with the Center Square newsletter, free at thecentersquare.com. A federal judge has overturned New York's NLRB trigger law following a lawsuit from Amazon, which claimed it was unconstitutional power grab by the state's labor board. Now, in the ruling, U.S. District Court Judge Eric Committee said that the 2025 state law was giving the New York State Public Employment Relations Board authority to oversee union elections and resolve unfair labor practice charges and is preempted by a 1959 U.S. Supreme Court ruling that deemed federal employee labor rights to be the exclusive domain of the National Labor Board. The Center Square contributor Chris Wade reports it wasn't immediately clear if the New York Labor Board or the Teamsters Union, which was also party to the lawsuit, would appeal that ruling. The Arizona Supreme Court unanimously ruled that the city of Phoenix must provide records related to its public sector labor negotiations. The Center Square contributor Zachary Schmidt reports the recent ruling overturns decisions by lower courts. The Phoenix-based Goldwater Institute sued the city in 2023 after the Phoenix Law Enforcement Association didn't provide a draft contract proposal for public input before negotiations with the city, as required by city law. The association represents police officers in matters involving pay and benefits. According to the state Supreme Court ruling, Phoenix did not release the contract because it could potentially affect negotiations, encourage political pressure, harm the city's negotiation position, and increase the likelihood of a deadlock. Florida had more foreclosures on homes in June than any other state, according to a new report. Real estate data company ADAM, they released the latest forecasts in the foreclosure rates, showing Florida at the top of the list. ADAM also showed that Florida recorded 4,871 foreclosure filings in June, or one filing for every 2,100 housing units. That's up 0.21% from early 25 and a stark 31.22% increase from the spring of 24. The Center Square contributor Marilee Gasser reports the counties with the most foreclosures were Charlotte, Polk, Okeechobee, and Osceola. The report shows nationally forecast activity took a dip from May to June, but was still 21% higher than a year ago at over 39,300 filings. And each of the nearly 1,600 non-citizens registered to vote in North Carolina will be subject to state and federal law and afforded due process prior to potential removal. That's according to the executive director of the North Carolina State Board of Elections. The Center Square managing editor Alan Wooten reports Homeland Security Friday, in conjunction with the Thursday presidential address to the nation, released voter registration information, a stunning summary of just 4 states having more than 250,000 illegally registered voters sent a number of states scrambling to compliance. Homeland Security said SAVE, also known as the Federal Systemic Alien Verification for Entitlements Program, identified the illegal registrants from among North Carolina's more than 7.8 million registrations. California had 190,000. New Jersey had 35,000. Nevada had 15,900. And Pennsylvania had almost 15,000. And that's just some of what America is talking about. Be sure to get these and other headlines at thecentersquare.com. From my studios in Central Illinois, I'm Greg Bishop, and join us back here Thursday for more stories impacting you, the taxpayer, from all around the country, only with the states, powered by the Center Square.